My gorgeous Gemini, your life is going to bring you the whole new meaning this month indeed. And I am talking about a rather important contemplation that you're actually going to have. This important contemplation that you're going to have. It's not like, oh my God, it just came out of the blue. No, baby, no. It is to do with things that have been on your mind for the last, I would say, 12 to 24 months, but you were just waiting for the right moment. You were waiting for the right time. I'm talking about the fact that you are going to have a rather clear indication indeed that now it's the right moment and now it's the right time, and this is exactly why you're going to come up to this particular rather powerful contemplation that you're actually going to have. This contemplation that you're going to have, as I said, is going to bring you the whole, new meaning. Life is going to bring you the whole new meaning indeed, but this is just a part of the picture. This contemplation, it's not only about you. This contemplation, it's not only about what you are doing, but it's also at the same time you're making sure that you are doing the right thing in order to secure a very strong future for yourself and maybe for your family, for people around you. So therefore you will be doing something very important. You will make a very important decision which is going to bring a joy not only to you but at people that mean to you so much. Everybody is equally going to be as excited because you are most certainly, as I said, going to be contemplating quite a lot. And this is what number 4 is. Number 4 is your number when it comes to the actual numerology, my gorgeous Gemini, and this will be very, very important stage for you indeed. But most importantly, to remember to follow your dreams, to pay attention to signs and pay attention to your intuition, because your intuition is just going to bring things into your life, and it's also going to give you a rather important answer to a huge, massive, enormous question, when you least expected. My name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Gemini, and it's for April 2021. So this monthly horoscope tarot card focus is for you, my gorgeous Gemini, and it's for April 2021, and your number, it's number 4. Do you see what I mean now? We are talking about April, which is the 4th month of the year. Your month, your number is the actual number 4, which is the same number repeating, which means that you will have a moment this month, and that moment is really going to wake you up. It is going to open your eyes, and it's going to really highlight the importance of you just listening to yourself. Follow your own intuition, and your own intuition is not going to lead you astray. In particular, when it comes to April, I'm talking about a vision that you're going to have. I'm talking about a promise that you're going to feel. I'm talking about the actual wake-up call that you're going to have at the same time, my gorgeous Gemini, but also you will know what the right thing is. You need to follow these things through, and you need to just continue with things that are really important in your life, but at the same time just pay attention to the actual things around you, because a lot is going to be revealed to you throughout the month, in particular when it comes to being able to read in between the lines, being able to pay attention to signs, but most importantly being able to understand what the signs through this spiritual synchronicity are actually trying to tell you. Gemini, I will say this to you, and I have seen this before. You have been through quite a lot. Karmically, it has not been easy. Karmically, it was quite heavy, but the actual April 2021 is just going to bring you the actual moment, when you're going to realize that the things are slowly starting to change. It's going to be roughly after the first week of April 2021. And what is going to happen then? It's going to be the moment that you're going to have something is going to get back to you, really important karmic moment. This can be reflected on so many different situations and so many different instances when it comes to your life. It could be emotionally, maybe you help to someone so much, or it could be like when it comes to like maybe you helped to somebody else, you know, with some other things, you know. It really depends. But what is going to happen after the first week of April, there is a certain good, you know, that is going to come back to you, and this is going to be quite unexpected, you know, although if I'm telling you this right now, but it is going to be quite unexpected, but it's going to be quite good, because at the same time, you know, it's just going to bring you the inspiration, and at the same time it's going to be kind of so important, because the certain, you know, time span, it's going to become absolutely evident here at this very moment in time. And the time span I'm talking about is just like the realization that the sad and negative and quite darkish part of your life is slowly going to come to an end, you know, when it comes to this time span. This is what this time span is going to answer to you, and that in itself is going to be so important, my gorgeous Gemini, without even realizing. You know, there's certain things that you're going to be able to connect to almost immediately when it comes to having that strong and powerful sense of direction. Again, I'm not saying that you've lost your sense of direction, but I'm just telling you that at that moment in time, you're going to realize how much you were actually affected, because this is the time when things are going to start flowing through. This is the time when things are going to start moving forward, and most certainly it's going to be very beneficial for you indeed, you know. On another hand, I want to say to you that there is going to be like a little bit of negative moment that you are going to have, you know, in particular when it comes to your past. You know, you will be kind of blaming yourself for the specific situation, maybe that you took the wrong turn at some moment in your past. But you just need to understand that you need to let go of past, you know, because your personal growth most certainly is going to come from the actual challenge that you are going to have, and this is the part of the challenge, to let go of the actual past. You will know what this is because it's connected to the certain misunderstanding, you know, and it's also connected to some other person that is actually going to need you, the specific person in your life. On another hand, my gorgeous Gemini, what else is April actually going to bring you? And in particular when it comes to number 4, and when it comes to the actual numerology, you know, it is just like there will be an opportunity that you are going to have, but you must not rush into it whatsoever, because every single day you will be understanding more, and what the things that you're going to be understanding in the first part of April and the things that you're going to be understanding on the second part of April are going to be like a night and day. So this is why it's so important to not to rush, and it's so important to just keep going, and it's so important to stay focused, you know, have your eyes open, but also most importantly, there somewhere in the mid-April there will be like an unwise choice that is going to be presented to you. Very unwise choice indeed. Very unwise choice indeed. And this is what I want you to understand. This is what I want you to feel. This is what I need you to know, okay? And you will know exactly what I'm talking about. So be practical about how you proceed, which means that on another hand, you know, like do not rush into anything. As I said, the first part of April is going to be like a night, and the second part of April is going to be like a day, like two completely different things, like a yin and yang, which means that you're going to be able to understand so much by the time you get to the last week of April. For any kind of big decision making, any kind of big compromises, any kind of like a step in the right direction, I would most certainly use the very last week of April 2021. But prior to that moment, try to really just every single day do one particular thing different. You need to do this, my babies. Every single day you need to do one particular thing different, because I need you to create a spiritual domino. And the spiritual domino is just like, you know, let's say you have 100 dominoes and you just have one, and you change that one, and this is just what is going to change the whole direction. But in order to get this to this spiritual domino, I need you to like kind of start the processes and progresses like in real, for real, like in the last week. But don't rush into anything whatsoever, okay? It's all about you also having a rather sensible approach. You know, you will need to sort something out emotionally. Okay, and it's pretty much so to you. You just need to basically have a very sensitive approach, because maybe, you know, maybe fight with someone in the past, or negativity arised in between you and somebody else, but maybe, you know, that other person is not evil, it's not horrible, it's just maybe it was a misunderstanding. And it's very important for you to actually have a very sensitive approach when it comes to that person. It's really, really important, and now it's so much so time to do it. It's very kind of a time to realize that, you know, people express themselves differently, people are different, you know, people say things that they don't mean, people act in a way they don't mean to act, you know, there are lots of different areas, or lots of different influences that can make person to be in a certain way. Sometimes person can give like a certain energy out purely because what they are going through, you know, it could be really negative and not really nice, and then we can just brush off that energy and just take things in a completely different light. So it's very important to understand that this particular person is not evil. So it is just about you having a rather sensitive approach when it comes to you discussing something, because I see that you will be discussing you will be discussing something really important, maybe with somebody who you fell out previously or earlier, but it's important for you to actually go through this, a really strong and powerful part of your progress. Okay, on another hand, you know, just remember, please, Gemini, listen, number 4, that's your number, and it's repeating because we are in April now. Listen, if I can summon everything up, like all these that I said, what is the most important? Okay, it is the actual fact that you need to, this month, please remember this, follow your heart, follow your intuition, follow what you want to do, because this is what you should do. Don't do things that makes other happy. Do things that makes you happy. Do things that you should do. Okay? It's very, very important. Please try to remember this, my gorgeous Gemini. You will know what I'm talking about by the end of this month. You will know what I'm talking about. You will know what I'm talking about. But on another hand, you know, just remember that at the same time, the problem, it's going to arise, the certain specific problem, and you just need to remember to not to pretend that there is no problem. So when you find yourself walking through your life in April, and you come to terms with a specific problem, it's going to bring the feelings and emotions within you like, oh yeah, no, there isn't a problem. No, baby, no, you must not do this. You must not pretend that there is no problem, because there is. And on another hand, the way out of that problem is just follow your intuition by not over-analyzing the situation. This is something I need you to understand. Don't over-analyze the situation whatsoever. My gorgeous Gemini, indeed. Look at this now. Look, I'm just going to shuffle these oracle cards. Okay, I will show you this, my gorgeous Gemini. And this is for you, my gorgeous Gemini, and it's for April 2021. Okay, look at this. Expect a miracle. Midnight, know the sound from the pavement. Has the moon lost her memory? She's smiling alone in the lamplight. The withered leaves collect at my feet, and the wind begins to moan. Midnight, know the sound from the pavement. Has the moon lost her memory? She's smiling alone in the lamplight. The withered leaves collect at my feet, and the wind begins to moan. You see? Sorry. Okay, this, my babies, expect a miracle. This is what I'm about. Expect a miracle, and miracle is going to happen. happen. You're very unique in so many different ways. You just need to allow yourself to be as unique as possible, and the bigger miracle is actually going to be. This is a very strong sign to not to think negative. Listen, you can think negative at any other month you want, but do not think negative throughout April, because it's all about the manifestation, and it's all about staying on top of things. And by staying on top of things, you will be the strongest, the best, when you're just really just basically just being really optimistic, you know, just follow through what comes to you. It's very, very important, my gorgeous Gemini, indeed. So now basically I'm just going to see sorry, what is going to be when it comes to your health. Very important. Now, my gorgeous Gemini, I can see that you're clearly going to have like a very sensitive stomach here, okay? So this is something I need you to pay attention to. I know I said millions of times, but try to just basically, it's to do with your digestion, so try to get some nice aloe vera juice, organic aloe vera juice, and drink it, you know, a little glass every single day, alongside like a little bit of friendly bacteria. And also I love herbal teas, you know, like something like organic chamomile or something like organic nettle, like ooh la la, wonderful for your stomach, but at the same time it's going to be brilliant to actually flush out the toxins out of the system. On another hand, you're also going to feel a little bit drained and a little bit tired throughout this month. It is not going to affect your work, it is not going to affect your abilities whatsoever, but if you do feel really drained, then I would highly suggest you to have like a vitamin B complex every single morning. The first thing in the morning, it's going to boost your energy like my lord, but at the same time it's going to be beneficial for your entire digestive system. But when you get like a natural B vitamin complex, you need to understand that B12 needs to be made in a natural way rather than chemicals, because this is what they sometimes do. And folic acid needs to be called folate instead of folic acid. Folic acid is the chemical version of folate, which is natural. So this is something that you should take, and it's going to boost your energy, but it's going to be beneficial for your entire digestive system. Also, what I need you to keep on taking is organic acerola cherry powder to boost your immune system. 1 glass of water, 1 teaspoon, mix it up, drink it every day, alongside natural vitamin D, of course, and natural zinc as well. This combination is superb in order to boost your immune system. If you can exercise a little bit, it would be fantastic, but something like swimming would be like absolutely marvelous. And at the same time, if you can spend some time in sauna, it will be brilliant, because it's going to help you to get the toxins. It's going to help you to get rid of the toxins in your body. Like maybe the certain amount of time to spend every week, you know, in sauna would be fantastic. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant, if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor, you just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. So now, my gorgeous Gemini, I'm going on the very first date that is going to be quite important, but before I go there, I would just like to suggest you this gorgeous period, or like a fool's gold, how they call it. Look at how beautiful, how stunning, how gorgeous this piece of crystal actually is. It's a really nice little size crystal, and it's absolutely extra quality indeed. Look how beautiful this is. I highly recommend you this, because it's going to help you with your intellect, it's going to help you with that balance, it's going to help you with making decisions, it's going to help you when it comes to the actual shield yourself against all sorts of like a negative energies and vibrations, because there are going to be quite a lot like throughout April and May indeed, not because of you, but because of lots of other things that are happening at the moment. You know, you must not let this energy get you or affect you in any way. So this is a very powerful crystal which makes you feel very optimistic, okay, but at the same time it stimulates intellect and enhances memory, creativity, optimism, and mental stability. You know, I'm saying you need a mental stability, but all this like a balance of things at the same time, it just creates something very powerful, in particular when it comes to such a challenging month and things that you're going to be facing. This is going to bring you a wonderful, amazing energy indeed, and it's something that I would suggest you highly to have around you in your living environment, or at around your work, or even in your bag somewhere, you know, around you throughout April and May. Okay, if you would like to buy this gorgeous crystal, look how gorgeous it is. Look, I can feel the vibration and energies just by holding it like this, my Lord. Okay, the link is in the description below, and it's from my store. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well. You're helping me out. So if you would like to buy this, it's in the the link is in the description below. So now the very first date, my gorgeous Gemini, it's actually going to be on the 5th of April. Now, do you know what? I really like this, because suddenly you're going to feel like a little bit of a new interest. My God, what is this new interest? Pay attention, Gemini. 5th of April, in between the 1st and the 5th of April, the new interest is going to become like so obvious. It's going to give you a nice little spiritual slap on one side, nice little spiritual slap on another side, and that in itself is going to like really bring something within you. It's going to refresh something within you. It's going to regenerate something within you. Almost immediately you want to make the certain edit, adjustment in your life, but then something is going to come to you. You're going to feel like, oh no, this is going to take too long. No, baby, remember, patience is so important. Do not be impatient. Now you need to be patient. So it's so important, because the part of the challenge again here, it's going to be that you're going to feel a little bit of impatience. No, you can set this like a target to yourself and just to move on and think very optimistically about it, but don't think too much, because you can block this process from happening as soon as it could happen, or you can block its success from being as successful as possible if you're focusing too much, you know. So this is something like to keep in mind. On another hand, on the 5th of April, you're going to feel like the need to actually move on. And I like this, because it's going to be like, oh my God, you will want a bit more out of life. You will not like things that you see. You will not like things around you. And it's really important, because this is what it happens when you find yourself on a certain spiritual quest, which is exactly what is happening here. Okay. And you will want to choose to make, you know, big life changes. But then again, you will know that this is going to kind of be evident here when it comes to you changing the certain priorities. You know, just pay attention to what priorities you should actually change. It's very, very important to make the necessary edit. The second important date, my gorgeous Gemini, it's going to be on the 21st of April. Now, the 21st of April is like, oh my Lord, you know, I don't like this person here, you know. I don't like someone who is kind of, maybe it's a person, maybe it's a group of people. I don't like this little bastard here. It's like to do with an unwise choice, you know. Please pay attention to it. 21st of April, and this is so much so to do with like you know, like people with the questionable motives, like people that are very negative, people that are really dark when it comes to their energy, and people that are actually around you, and they're maybe meant to be part of your journey somehow, you know. But it's down to you whether you're gonna make this some kind of like a life choice or not. And this is a very much so an unwise choice to make, and you will know this, because it's a very important step in your life. It's going to become quite evident in order to kind of go through this. But then again, at the same time, it's a very unwise choice, and you will feel that this people or this person is not really good person, and it's just basically something is not going to seem right. Look, when I take these oracle cards, this one, when I focus on this, like 21st of April, like this unwise choice, you just need to kind of like a really see the beauty in life. This makes sense to me completely. See the beauty in life. When it comes to that unwise choice, if something is abnormal, then it's not normal. If something is not right, then there is not right. If something doesn't make sense to you, it doesn't make bloody sense to you. So just remember, see the beauty in life, because you will probably not need this, you see. So this is what I'm trying to say. It's important. On another hand, you know, the 21st of April, unrelated to this, just remember, it is going to be a remarkable actual, when it comes to the obstacle, and I'm going back to the last 11 months, very strong obstacle that you had in the last 11 months, you know, it made you feel negative. It created this obstacle that kind of slowed things down quite a lot. So now I really like it, because you are really gonna have such a wonderful determination from the 21st of April onwards. And I really like this, because it's all about this initiative that is about to walk into your life, beautifully slide into your life. And it's not only on the 21st, but it's from the 21st of April onwards. It's about a great determination, very, very powerful time. It's about the initiative. It's almost like your own personal awakening, which is going to re-energize you to the point where you're going to feel very strong, and it's going to bring you the control over situations. So therefore, it's all about initiative, strength, force, activity, very powerful moment in time. And it's to do with the success. I really like it, because emotionally this is going to make you feel really, really great. But at the same time, it's about the conquest that is going to become quite evident here. It's going to help you to remove yourself. It's a very beneficial situation, of course, in so many different ways, but it's also going to make you remove yourself from the time of your life that caused you lots of maybe negativity, pain and sadness, so this is brilliant, and most certainly the step in the right direction. What else I would like to recommend you, my gorgeous Gemini? Of course, it will be gorgeous carnelian. Look at this carnelian. It's also it's going to give you courage. It restores vitality and motivation, but at the same time it promotes positive life change. This is a good luck stone, and every time when you feel that you need something to protect you, every time you need a little bit of courage, every time when you need a little bit of a self-esteem, every time when you're uncertain, every time when you feel a little bit low, carnelian is for you. Have it around you, or have it in your little bag, have it in your little pocket. It's like you say, it's this size, but it's something that I would highly recommend you to have in April and May. As I said, by buying things from my channel, from my store, you're also supporting my channel and you keep me going. Okay, so the third important date, my gorgeous Gemini. Oh, Nini, 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 Nini. Nini, Nini, Nini. Nini, raise your vibration. Nini, 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 Nini. Nini, param pam 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 pam. Gemini, the 30th of April, it's going to be absolutely mental for you. I really like it, because it's about a reward, a personal reward, an emotional reward. You will know that you did the right thing when you kind of spoke to someone not that long ago. You weren't too sure whether you're doing the right thing, but most certainly the 30th of April, it's going to bring you an important answer when it comes to that. But most importantly, Gemini, it's about the invitation and opportunity that you're going to become aware of. Pay attention to the opportunity that is going to come up, that you're going to become aware of, because it's so much so to do with you having the certain approach around it. You will make it happen. You can make it happen. It's down to you, but you need to have the certain approach around it, to it, different to what you would normally would. This is all going to become quite evident, because most certainly it's something that you should do when it comes to your own advancement, something that is going to appeal to you like there is no tomorrow, but you're going to find it a bit of challenging. But then again, at the same time, it's about you having a slightly different approach when it comes to it. Okay, so you just have to be a little bit careful. On another hand, this is going to bring, this opportunity is just going to bring you it's also some kind of request. It's going to be connected to it. Some kind of request is going to be connected to it at the same time. But just remember, this is going to bring you satisfaction, accomplishment, and it's also going to be absolutely mind-blowing when it comes to relationships and people in your life. This is going to open the door, and the whole new spectrum of people is about to walk into your life. This is going to be brilliant indeed. indeed, the 30th of April is most certainly not the day when it comes to like launching new projects, you know, when it comes to on this particular day, no baby, no, not launching a new projects whatsoever, but just on the 30th of April. But then after that, it's fine. But on another hand, you are, you know, I really like it because you are really going to have such an important conclusion here. I like it, and that conclusion that you're going to have, it's also going to help you realize that you're approaching the end of a problem. And as soon as you realize that you are approaching the end of the problem, you will know what I'm talking about. You know, an unexpected event is going to occur, which is going to require from you to respond in a certain way. My baby, the way you're going to respond is going to be mind-blowing because you're going to surprise yourself. And this is what you need. This is what you want. This is the part of your life that is going to become quite evident that you just stepped into something quite different here, and the direction, and unknown. You're about to step into the unknown. You're about to step into the unplanned purely through the through the power of your subconscious mind. So this is why it's so important to follow our own intuition that I'm keep on saying all the time. On another hand, you know, I want to say to you that very, very important negotiation is actually going to take place here, and this is rather important when it comes to the actual negotiations that if you need to do, that you want to do in order to sort something out, especially with like some kind of longevity, is that even a word? Something long, the longest stage and period that affected you, you know, and it's to do with negotiations. My God, you know, April is absolutely perfect because one particular negotiation that you're going to have, it's absolutely going to be remarkable. There is so much going to be connected to it. There's so much that you're going to understand. There is so much that is going to become absolutely evident after that moment in time. And also the answer to your big question on the 30th of April is, it's to do with your practical knowledge. Okay, and this is not only the 30th of April, you know, the last week of April you will be wondering something, you will be really thinking which way to go, what to do, and the answer is your practical knowledge. Okay, so now my gorgeous Geminini, I'm going to see what is going to happen in the first week of April, mid-April, and the last part of April. The first week of April, the first part of April, you know, just make sure to pay attention to the actual balance. Make sure that you take care of yourself. Make sure that you're maybe meditating. Make sure that you buy something for yourself. Make sure that you get something for yourself. Make sure that you ground yourself. Make sure maybe if you can kind of connect yourself to the water would be fantastic. Sit next to the water, river, the sea, or you know, lake or anything like that. Or if you can go to the forest and rejuvenate yourself through that particular way. But it's important to think about work-life balance, and kind of pay attention to actually doing something really good for yourself. It's very, very important in the first part of April, please. The second part of mid part of April, do you know what? It's all about you taking action. It's all about you taking actions. You know, on one hand, the certain creative projects from the past are about to be rewarded here. These are only going to be like a little rewards, but they're going to remind you of who you are, what you want to do, and most importantly, what the next step it's actually going to be. And also, let me tell you something, Geminini, anything that you do mid-April, anything that you focus on when it comes to the actual creative projects and things like that, anything that you take on will be way more successful than at any other time or any other moment in time. So the mid-April is going to reveal quite a lot to you, just through you being creative. Please try to be as creative as possible. If you want to achieve something, this is the time to work on things and to try to do things and try to make things happen, because there will be a very big reward later on. Just remember that. Please remember, it's a karmically very important time that you should take the most of it. The last part of April, my gorgeous Geminini, it's all about you realizing, you know what, it's a manifestation time. What you need is going to manifest. and suddenly, you know, what you were just so worried about, what you were uncertain about, you're gonna feel so strongly about it, and most certainly you should go for it. Just remember, it's a fantastic time to like kind of like send a message to the universe. It's a fantastic time for like kind of manifestation. It's a fantastic time to kind of meditate, but try to bring things into your life through meditation by actually having a very important insights. This is the time of connection and reconnection, but in particular when it comes to meditation, is the time to pay attention to the actual insights that you are going to have. And also the last part of April is going to bring you like a mind-blowing dream, or one day when you wake up there is something going to be on your mind, and suddenly you're going to feel very strongly to go for it and do it. And this is something that most certainly you should be paying attention to, my gorgeous Gemini, indeed. So now I'm just going to see what is going to be. Yeah, of course, right in front of me. So now, my gorgeous Gemini, I'm just going to see what is going to be your tarot card for those of you that are actually in relationship. Oh. Dun, da, 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 dun, 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 da, 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 do you see this, my babies? This is a 10 of Cups. This is brilliant, very important time for happiness, for the joy, family, excitement. You and your partner are going to have a very special moment that is going to bring you even closer, like very close. That is going to bring you very close, you know, and that moment is going to be very special. That moment is going to be very significant and very powerful, because you will know that you are both in for something really big when it comes to the actual change in your life that you will both agree that you want to make. This change is big, this change is huge, and this change is going to take time, but these are only the beginning stages indeed. I really like this, you know, because it's just also when it comes to you making a quite important decision, because you will be thinking about the specific stage. Are you ready? Should you do this or not? And then your partner is going to give you the very, very important support when it comes to you being uncertain about a certain specific stage about your life. The support, very special and beautiful support, it's actually going to come from your partner. This is a fantastic time, for great months for the partners. Okay, so now Gemini, I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you that are single and ready to mingle. Okay, if there is somebody who's going to walk into your life, Page of Cups, look at this. This is very interesting. Now, my gorgeous Geminis, I want to say this, that it's not going to be that long until somebody walks into your life. These are only going to be the beginning stages. Now, what is more important in this moment in time? It's actually the opportunity that you are going to have. This is what you know. The opportunity that you are going to have, it's going to bring you the love of your life into your life, slowly but surely. Just remember, all this is connected. It's not going to be that long, but I am seeing someone very special who is about to walk into your life. It's down to you what you're gonna do. It's down to you how you're gonna respond, and it's down to you how you're gonna react. But what I can say to you, that this person is not somebody who's like, oh yeah, just some crazy person, or something like, oh yeah, just some passerby, or just some stranger in the night moment, you know. I think it's a bit more than stranger in the night, Gemini in the morning moment. I think it's a bit more like than just a stranger in the night. I think that someone very special is about to cross your path, and you will want to really, you will feel something that you didn't feel in a long time, and also almost like immediately you're gonna see yourself with that person like 20 years time. You know, it's like you will surprise yourself the way you're gonna feel, and you're gonna be surprised how which feelings and emotions this special person is about to bring bring into your life. It's not going to be that long, my gorgeous Gemini, indeed. But at the same time, you know, when you're doing something great, when it comes to you, when you're making an important decision, when you are thinking about that opportunity and option, you know, this is all going to contribute to this. For your own, you will be prepared for this person. It's a very, very special person who is about to walk into your life, my gorgeous Gemini, and it's not even going to be that long whatsoever. Okay, my gorgeous Gemini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love every single one of you. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.